Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I'm back again because yesterday, Amberlynn filmed and uploaded a video called I'm Over 500 Pounds Again and Relationships as a Fat Girl days 6 through 8 vlog. So this is like 3 days worth of footage in one vlog, and it is 16 and a half minutes. You know, she somehow fit 2 days into a 30-minute video the other day, the last video I reacted to, and this one is 16 minutes and it's 3 days. So I'm sure we're gonna get some riveting content. I don't know, maybe she bought some more mini brands. Who knows? I can't wait to see what happens. I'm very excited. And, you know, still in my Amberlynn era, but I really do think you actually might be able to see the sty on my eye today. So if you can, just try to ignore it. And just focus on how cute my hair is, how cute my face is outside of the sty. No, I know I'm cute. Listen, you ain't gotta tell me. I know. But with all of that being said, let's get to, shall we? November 8th, 2022. Let's get to it.
Hello. So
hi.
I'm actually doing my makeup right now.
Love.
So I woke up today and...
You know, I do appreciate that she's been doing her makeup lately, and also this looks like it could have been I think she was wearing this in one of the unholy TikTok transition videos. But I will say, I just enjoy that she's been doing her makeup a lot more lately. I feel like that's like a good sign of anybody's mental health, if they're like getting up and making themselves feel cute.
My TikTok was banned.
Oh, yeah.
I was so confused because...
Oh, I see. I thought she had already, what she talked about in the last video, had already taken into account that the TikTok got banned. Who knew that it hadn't even happened yet? See, she's trying to make me go back on everything I ever said about being okay with her pre-recording and posting stuff later. Because it's like, it adds to the gaslighting of the timeline, of the confusion. I mean, I do appreciate that she's putting dates in now, but I thought that had already happened, and that's just me misremembering the dates. So that's, I guess, maybe not entirely on her, but that's old news for us now. We know it got banned.
I don't try to ever do anything against terms of service or anything malicious. And it's weird. TikTok doesn't tell you why you get banned.
Okay.
Or at least they didn't tell me.
You know what? I have heard that that's the case with TikTok, and it's like really hit or miss. Sorry, my lips are feeling real dry. So in this moment right now, you're gonna get me applying this. Although I should finish my thought before I put it on. But they really don't. And I remember when she got banned, people were like, it could have literally just been people mass reporting her, because that happens a lot to people on TikTok. Is that like, you get mass reported and TikTok doesn't do anything. They just like immediately are like, oh, somebody's mass reporting this, take it down, as opposed to like thoroughly reviewing it. And usually after review, they're like, oh, it can be up. In this case, I don't think they put the TikTok itself back up, but they did reinstate her TikTok channel.
But I'm assuming it's because of my TikTok depicting my troubles with food.
You know what? The word depicting too. Sorry, we're doing this thing again where she's like 40 minutes, and by 40 minutes I mean seconds, into the video, and I haven't let her really even talk. But it did make me think when she said depicted again. As I was editing yesterday's video back, she kept saying depicted. And I don't know, I didn't hear it the first go around when I did that initial reaction, but as I heard her repeat it as I was editing the video, I'm like, she's really saying depicted as in she recreated it or like acted it out for TikTok. Like, it wasn't even, because in my head, she was like, oh, I'm binging right now, let me stop everything and push record on a camera. But what I'm really getting from her use of the word depicted is that she reenacted it.
I made a mistake. I definitely agree that I messed up.
Wait, what?
I just didn't know that it was against terms of service, like what I did, then so many other people, you know, create that type of content and...
Wait, you agree now that you were in the wrong when literally you spent half of your video yesterday that I reacted to talking about how you thought you were fine and it was reasonable that you created content like that, but now because you got it taken down, now you agree that it's a problem? See, this is why nobody can take you seriously, girly. No, nobody can take you seriously.
They're not banned, so I just think it was a fluctuation of a lot of people reporting.
Sure, yeah.
Which is fine.
I mean, I do think that's part of it, for sure.
TikTok did get a hold of all the reports, and clearly they did their job. But I contacted TikTok and just let them know, like, it wasn't malicious. I would have known it was against, you know, terms of service. I wouldn't have done it.
I'm curious if she contacted TikTok in the same way she talks about contacting YouTube. I do think that there are people assigned to TikTok creators. I've heard TikTok creators that, like, I follow or keep up with who have said that they have, like, a person at TikTok they talk to. So it might be more reasonable than the YouTube situation. But I also don't know that she's big enough on TikTok to have, like, a direct contact. So I'm curious.
Thankfully, I got my TikTok back.
She sure did.
I'm very happy about it.
It's true. Knew about this a week ago.
It's fun. I love just scrolling through. I like watching. There's like this whole community on TikTok that does like scratch offs. Like, you know,
That's so real, though. That's so real. And I think I told her this. Well, I told her in a video. I didn't talk to her directly. But do you remember when she was going through her little scratch-off era with Wifey when they would go visit Eric and Ricky and they were picking up scratch-offs to do? And I said, girl, get into this. There is a market for this. There is a market for the scratch-offs.
Those, like, scratchers where you can, like, win money or whatever. So I've, like...
You're deep.
Been obsessively watching those.
She's
like,
deep.
Right before I go to bed, if I just need something like calming to watch or whatever.
I feel ya.
I'll put that on and enjoy myself.
I like them. I like the girlies that are like scooping the crystals out for people. You know what I'm talking about. I love all that shit. That shit can be relaxing when you're scrolling through TikTok at night.
It's just relaxing. There's literally communities
for everything.
TikTok, of every walk of life.
So true.
Anything you want, you can find on there.
It's so true, bestie.
That's why I love it. Because it's so diverse and stuff.
I mean, that's all.
Anyways,
that's all social media, though, bestie.
And I'm able to admit that. I'm just glad a TikTok listened to me and they understood that I wasn't trying to do anything wrong. So I've been watching Chantal's...
Do you think you're wrong or do you think you're right? I'm very confused. And I know I just paused right as she got ready to talk about fucking Chantal. I can't wait to see what kind of nonsense she has to say about that mess.
Vlogs with her husband. And I'm actually thoroughly enjoying them.
Interesting.
Obviously, I'm behind on my videos, so hopefully they're still, like, doing good and stuff. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but, like, I am so happy for her. I know, you know, there's a lot of haters out there who like to talk crap about Chantal, about Feline, and how...
What the fuck does Feline have to do with Chantal? Wait, what the fuck does Wifey have to do with Chantal? Which every once in a while, I get questions about who Feline is because, you know, I guess things happen quickly here. But that's just what she calls Wifey now. That's all you missed. But what the fuck does she have to do with Chantal?
Like, we're just being used and all this stuff. I have nothing. I literally have nothing to give Feline.
Oh, I see the comparison she's trying to draw. Which, also, don't compare her to Chantal. Don't you dare compare her to Chantal. But she's trying to compare herself to Chantal in that people say that she and Chantal have partners who use them. See, we don't like to compare Chantal and Amberlynn because Amberlynn says that's a no-no. Don't do it. We are nothing alike. But we will bring it up in our own video. We'll try to get some relevancy from the Chantal Sala storyline.
Besides my fucking heart, my body, my love.
My body.
Like, I have nothing to give her.
Your heart, your body, your mind, your love. What a gift to give Feline.
At all. It's kind of disheartening that people think that bigger people can't be in relationships or be with someone who is attractive. Like, Feline is fucking fire.
Okay, well, first of all, wait, I don't want to speak to you and Feline, okay? Because I don't know what Feline really truly looks like. Like, you haven't put her on camera, so for you to be out here talking about how hot she is, how fire she is, whoever, whatever, that's neither here nor there. You want to prove that, put her on camera, okay? And I'll let you know if I think she's attractive. Now, the stuff about Chantal and Sala, it has probably something to do a little bit for some people with them thinking that Chantal is fat. But also, like, there's so many other things about Chantal that make her not a good catch, okay? She is a bigot, a bald bigot, if you will. She is just not a great person, has disgusting hygiene habits, all kinds of things that you could talk about, like, being a little sus. And then on top of that, she knew this man for 2 to 3 weeks prior to flying to a foreign country to meet up with him. So the reason a lot of people think that he's using her has nothing to do with the fact, for the most part, for most people, with the fact that she is fat, and everything to do with, one, just the type of person she is in general, and two, just like the sudden story arc that seemed to come out of nowhere, okay? That's why people think that's sus. So let's be clear here, Amberlynn. Let's be clear. I know you're not dumb entirely. Let's be clear. You might not know how to spell the word beautiful, but I think you can see the writing on the wall here, girly.
Chantal's husband's pretty fucking cute. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a cutie.
He's so cute.
He's a cutie. And probably using her for something. There's gotta be something going on there.
And we don't see what happens behind closed doors.
I'm so sick of this fucking you don't see what happens behind closed doors narrative from these girls. I'm so sick of it. Yeah, we don't. True, you're not wrong, but this is your vlogging channels. You are vlogging. You are sharing your lives. So the only way we're gonna know shit about you is if you share it. Oh, that's I'm so exhausted by that argument. I'm so exhausted by it.
You guys don't see what happens with me and Feline.
Right, because you don't show it.
What happens with Chantal and her husband.
Y'all don't show it.
So it's like, to assume that Chantal and her husband are like using each other is just like insulting.
I don't think it's insulting at all.
Because it's not.
I don't think it's insulting at all. I do not put Chantal above using somebody. Have you? You say you're a fan of Chantal's channel and you don't. Oh God.
Always about looks. And plus, I think Chantal's very pretty.
Oh, I mean, to each their own.
And
to each
some
their
people
own.
Aren't shallow.
Okay, why would being shallow be an issue if you think that Chantal's really pretty? Isn't that what shallow's being about? Why do you have to follow up saying Chantal's really pretty with also people aren't shallow? If she's really pretty, then people being shallow wouldn't be a problem. Like, that's just feedback for anybody who wants to say that about somebody, because I've heard people say that about people who aren't Chantal, and they'll be like, oh, that person's really pretty. And by the way, like, also people can just love that person because people aren't shallow. I'm like, so are you agreeing that there might be a chance that person's not pretty? Do y'all know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you follow up calling Chantal pretty with, by the way, also people aren't shallow. Like, just so you know.
this also ties into TikTok. There is...
What about the TikTok?
So many, like... Whoa, what did I do there?
I don't know, but I appreciate you're doing something a little different with your makeup today. I do. Adding this little pink eyeshadow moment.
So many different channels on TikToks. On TikTok where there is bigger females that are like my size, Chantal size. They're with like what is like the standards for attractive thin people, and people are just so shocked by it.
I mean, I agree that is a phenomenon that happens, but what does this have to do with y'all? What does this have to do with Chantal specifically? I will even set you aside in this conversation, Amberlynn, and not even make it about you. Chantal is a nasty person, and I mean nasty in terms of, like, personality. In terms of, she is a bald bigot, okay? Like, yes, it is surprising to me that anybody, Nodder-Doodle-Doo, Sala, BB, anybody is interested in her because she has such a nasty attitude and a nasty spirit, okay? What does this have to do with the girlies on TikTok or you?
And then that's when you start asking yourself, what's wrong with society? Why can't people like Chantal and I be in happy, healthy relationships?
Are you in a happy, healthy relationship? Are you? Because then why do you care what the rest of the world thinks about it? Truly.
Just because someone loves us, truly. Just because someone finds us attractive, truly. I don't know. It's very strange. Just goes back to fat shaming. Okay, so I'm done with my makeup, and I just filmed a TikTok.
She sure did. She said, "Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hot at the body shop and doing something unholy." I really got to do I got to do one of those transition TikToks because I love that song so much, and I feel like people would eat that shit up. But like, I just wake up beautiful, so like, I don't know how I would do a transition like that.
Since I am back on there, I do want to start venturing out, doing a little bit here, doing a little bit there, like TikTok. Might go back on Cameo.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Work. But also, what is this little star? This little star beauty mark. Oh my god. It's so cute. I appreciate you're changing up the makeup, like I said.
Put a little star and a dot here to like match my energy.
Your energy?
From my shirt. I don't know. I think it looks cute.
Oh. I was like, what energy?
I'm hungry. I actually have not ate today because I did, which I mentioned in my last video, so this isn't a new binge. I already mentioned that I did this. I binged last night, and it just makes me not want to eat for the day. So after a binge, the next day I usually go like half of the day without eating, and then once I finally do eat, binge city happens.
I see.
I don't know. Something also I'm trying to talk to my psychologist about. It's just a lot. Like, because I'm unpacking so much in therapy. It's like, it's hard to unpack everything and heal from everything as fast as people expect, because I get comments, isn't she going to therapy? Like, it's clearly not working. It's a lot to unpack.
Well, first of all, if anybody's expecting her to, like, learn everything overnight, like, that is not how therapy works, and she is correct about that. I think it's just like, I think where people get frustrated about her talking about therapy and things like that is that, like, she hasn't been able to talk about, like, any tangible skills for, like, responding to these bad behaviors, right? And then she often just, like, excuses it away of, like, well, I am going to therapy and I'm not getting any better. And then that's why people get frustrated. I mean, literally the video I reacted to yesterday, she spent so much time talking about how, like, I am doing all of these things and I don't feel like I'm healing. So, like, I do feel like it's, like, also a little weird for her to be like, I don't understand why y'all are keep continuing to tell me, like, therapy isn't working, when she, like, also pretty much just reiterated that yesterday, saying, like, I'm going to all these professionals and none of their advice is working. So, I I don't know. It's also weird because, you know, the one thing that she said that her psychologist told her is not to count calories, and she's seemingly allegedly doing that right now. She said she's eating intuitively, and it's also not helping. So I think that's why people get frustrated. I mean, therapy is a process, and therapy is ongoing. It's why I still go to therapy, right? Because, like, you know, I feel so much better when it comes to my mental health in so many ways. But it's still important to, like, continue that practice and that tool and thing like that. So I don't think that, like, by any means she's going to get healed overnight. But I think what people would like to see is some kind of progress, and her saying that she's making some kind of progress, you know? I get that feeling.
There's a lot going on. It does not happen overnight. It does not happen
it doesn't.
In a couple months.
I feel you.
31 years of damage is hard to repair. So for my weigh-in,
okay.
502.4, so that means I'm very, very sad to say I am back in the 500s.
Wild.
Because I binged pretty freaking bad last night.
All right, November 9th. Here we go. What happened
hey guys,
this day?
So my makeup did look good.
The Barbie Torrid top.
I did look kind of cute. I'm just kidding.
Wait, is this the makeup from last night? Why does she sleep in her makeup? I'm sitting over here wishing I didn't have this dye, and she's sitting over there wishing she could get one by wearing her makeup to bed with this, like, several-year-old glitter on her eyelids every night.
My makeup looked cute. Anyways, but I ended up falling asleep, and it's a few hours later, and I woke up in a jolt, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't film anything. I didn't do my weigh-in, so I wanted to do that real quick. I did weigh myself, I just didn't film it or talk about it or anything. So I stayed the exact same.
Oh.
So.
Wait, now what are we doing? We moved over to some fucking notepad paper, and I'm realizing she said she overate, not binged. I see. Okay, interesting clarification there. But we really can't continue to use the poster board. We had to switch over to a piece of paper. How many trees are we going to kill by the end of this 100 days, bestie?
Here you can see I wrote it on new paper because your girl messed up on yesterday's. You can go back and look.
She sure did, I guess.
I don't like that. So I decided on each day I'm going to write, like, if I was on track, binge, whatever. I was just going to track if I was binging. But here you can see last night I just overate. So thankfully I did not binge. But we're going to see how my weigh-in goes tomorrow because I can already tell you I binged earlier before I fell asleep. I am struggling so bad, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it after I go back to sleep and then wake up for a whole new day. So I'll talk to you guys about it then.
Oh, that was all we got for November 9th. Okay, I see. That's how she managed to fit 3 days into to one vlog. Gotcha.
Hello, welcome to a new day. So I'm loving, like, TikTok.
Are we in the bathroom? Are we about to get a lecture?
Transitions, how I look prior to getting ready versus how I look after is pretty great. So bam.
Ooh,
okay.
Okay, little neon. I see the neon in the necklace and the neon in the eyeshadow. I mean, I don't know if I love the look, but like, I don't know if the neon eyeshadow is really doing. I feel like it's like bringing out some like olive yellow tones in her skin. But I appreciate that she's been trying to switch it up. You know, I can show some appreciation for that.
Eyeshadow's more yellow than I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just having a fun time doing my makeup. It doesn't have to come out good. I'm just enjoying it. I've never liked doing makeup ever. Like, I have talked about that in my videos before.
I'm trying to think. Has she? Has she? And then if she doesn't like doing it, why do we spend so many videos and vlogs doing get ready with me's when... I guess maybe because that's like one of the only things she's doing really day to day, but I'm just like, I don't know. She probably has said that at some point. She probably has.
That I just do it to do it. I actually don't enjoy it at all. But now I love doing it. It's like calming.
Okay.
And fun.
All right.
It's just because
I love the pigtails.
More like creative in what I'm doing. And I have my hair these little tiny pigtails.
I do like them.
I feel a lot better than I did last time I vlogged So I just feel new and improved.
All right, bestie.
Energized, refreshed.
Let's fucking get to.
Get back on track. Look at this baby. Hi. I just realized I did not weigh myself, which is okay because I have not ate yet. So I still have time to weigh myself, but I have to take off everything. I weigh myself naked. Like, okay. I take off my bra.
You have told us that before, yes.
I take it off. I literally take off everything. So I have to do that before I eat. I gotta remember to do that before I eat.
Just go do it now. What could you possibly be doing otherwise? Like, I gotta remember to do it. Just go do it. Just go do it right now, bestie.
Remember, Amberlynn.
Just go do it.
What are you doing? Are you jealous?
Of what?
Oh, God.
Of what?
Are you jealous?
Oh, of Rarity. So, sorry. I'm sorry. She was saying, I thought she was talking to me. And I was like, of what? Somebody had the audacity to come into one of my videos about Chantal and comment that I was jealous of Chantal. They called me a jealous queen. And I was like, the one thing you got right in that statement is that I'm a queen. But ain't nothing about this here jealous of that bald bigot. Or Amberlynn, honestly.
Okay, you guys.
All right, here we go.
I weighed in. Today is day 8, November 10th at 5:05.0.
Okay.
Very sad. So it means I have 48.8 to go to reach the goal by February 11th. This just seems like a joke to me at this point.
I mean, is it? Is it a joke? I'm curious to see who's laughing. I don't know, bestie. Honestly, I don't know. And I'm just thinking about how you said that, like, you know, intuitive eating was going to help you and it was keto that made you feel like you were going to binge. But you haven't been doing keto for like 8 days now. Is that 8? Yeah, 8 days. I don't know. I don't have anything to add. I just want her to feel better, get better, you know?
This is what binging does to somebody. Right here.
And, like, is the daily weighing helping? Like, I'm curious what your psychologist, who doesn't think you should be counting calories, would say about you weighing yourself every day. In fact, I feel like you said that your psychologist said maybe you shouldn't do that, but I don't know. What do I know? Sometimes I remember every detail about things that have happened on Amberlynn's channel with, like, a vivid memory of it happening, like I'm there today. And other times I'm just like, this old 33-year-old brain just doesn't work like it used to.
And I put that I binged last night, just so you guys can see how much I gain when I binge, how much I gain when I overeat, whatever it may be. I'm clearly struggling with my binge eating. Yeah. That is very apparent. But I am going to be counting calories today.
What? Wasn't that the one thing she said she was going to follow the advice of her psychologist? Wasn't that the one thing? So that whole rant yesterday about all the things, well, not yesterday in her world, but I hope you know what I mean by that at this point. But that whole rant about how she got conflicting recommendations from all of her doctors. And instead of even just picking one doctor or medical professional and following their advice, she said, I'm not going to follow any of it. They don't know nutrition like I do. They don't understand nutrition like I do.
Already ate. I had an Amy's TV dinner, which was risotto. And that was like, I don't know, I have it logged in my Lose It, which is the app that I'm using to count calories. It was below 300. It was like 240 or 270, one of those two. So that's all I've had today. I want to stay around 1,600 calories. Let's get the booty away. I know my vlogs lately have been very, like, weight loss related.
They sure have.
Related.
Yeah.
There's going to be more to them. It's just the last few days wouldn't have been days that I would have vlogged. But since I'm doing the weighing in for 100 days, I had to vlog because that is what I told you guys I was going to do when I told myself I was going to do. So it was a had to situation type deal. But
I had to do my job. It's so frustrating.
I wouldn't have vlogged otherwise. So that's why it's been so heavy on this type of content.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna go grocery shopping.
Are you gonna take us with?
Haul moment if you guys want that.
I would love literally anything besides weight loss content at this point, because I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just sad. It's frustrating. So show me what you're buying at the old Kroger, well, you don't have a Jewel Osco in Kentucky. Whatever the grocery store you go to is. Walmart.
Alright, you guys.
Ooh, here we go.
Time for the haul. Got
Cheese.
some Mexican shredded cheese. Some pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls. Come on, intuitive eating. I do love a fucking pizza roll, though. Fuck me up with that. I haven't had one in a minute, but those shits are so good.
I got this Asian medley vegetable kit, which I love.
Okay.
Some white rice.
Perfect.
Minute just cooks faster. So that's the one that I prefer to get.
That's what's most important.
Got this Amy's bowl. It's Mexican casserole, which is one of my favorites. Some turkey sausage patties.
Perfect.
I don't know what it was, but I was craving a fish stick, okay?
I do love a fish stick too, honestly. As somebody who doesn't like seafood, you can find me fucking up some fish sticks, which probably says a lot about who I am as a person. I'm just curious, because, homegirl was so concerned about the fat content that she was consuming. And she's got, like, sausage here, pizza rolls, I'm sure have plenty of fat. It's just like, was the problem the fat that you were consuming during keto? Or was it that you just didn't want to do keto because you couldn't eat all the things you wanted to eat,
So don't judge. This is the newest Amy's that I've tried. It's the Asian dumpling. You guys, this is honestly so good.
So good.
I recommend any Amy's bowl, actually. I got an Amy's pesto bowl.
Okay. I do love an apple.
Apples, which I was also craving.
We do love an apple.
Raspberries, which I actually put...
Raspberries are good in, I don't like them by themselves, but I do like a raspberry in, a smoothie.
In the freezer. The best way to have them, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Okay.
Got some mandarins. Love a cold mandarin. I put all my fruit, besides obviously bananas, in the fridge. Got tons of broccoli.
Perfect. Broccoli queen. Now, I do know that you said that broccoli is essentially the same as ice cream for you, so please be careful.
And tenderloins. Some ground turkey. Okay, so I'm not, low carb, obviously, anymore. Or
obviously.
Keto or anything to that sort. But right before I quit keto, when I started craving sweets, I tried this. It's so good. It's a caramel chocolate nut roll bar.
See, this is all checking out. Because there were so many people, when she brought up the greasy diarrhea, y'all remember that part of the video, the shitting and farting and pissing part of the video. When she brought that up, everybody's like, yeah, sugar alcohols will give you greasy diarrhea. And it's literally so true. I wouldn't say I ever had that issue, but I would eat, the keto ice creams. I didn't eat that particular brand that she did. And it would just make me so gassy and uncomfortable. And now we're finding out, in addition to the keto ice cream, she also had these little Atkins bars that have sugar alcohols in it. I'm sure if you looked at the ingredient list, and it's just like, girl, you're going to keep having some greasy diarrheas, The diarrheas, they're about to be greasy still.
Delish. Got some eggs.
Love eggs.
And then...
And ramen.
So...
Perfect.
That is the grocery haul. Grocery haul. I still haven't changed the time. That should say 2:35. Hello. So is...
You know what? You could have said absolutely nothing about that, because outside of you adding the little date at the beginning of your videos, we typically have no concept of time because you rarely leave your house. We can't even see if it's nighttime or daytime in your videos, bestie.
It's the end of the night. And I wanted to show you guys, if you guys remember, I showed you guys the beginning of my doodle poster. And I have finished it.
She did not correct the beautiful. Perfect. Okay, good to know. So
I just wanted to give you guys a little look at that. And then I did my typical thing that I like to do.
So cool.
It's also another version of a doodle poster, but...
Hang it in the Louvre.
Just a little different.
All I see are a bunch of titties. Do y'all see all the titties? Wait, let me get a not blurry pause screen for you. Do y'all see the titties now? That's all I see is a bunch of boobulas.
But it just looks really nice, especially when you choose the right colors.
Sure.
So yeah, this is my...
Pantone, watch out, because Amberlynn is choosing the right colors this year.
Way of drawing. This is what I consider my type of art. Everyone's art is different.
So
Let's
true.
not judge one another. There are people selling art of literally just a dot for $1 million. Like, man.
Oh, are they? Could you link me? That sounds like something I'd be interested in. Someone selling a dot for $1 million? I'd like to see the link, bestie.
You know.
What?
Speaking of art, yeah. I love art. Okay, I'm not knocking it or anything. But it is one of those things where...
Well, is she about to start judging some kind of art after she just said, don't judge my art? I'm listening, Bessie. Also, I do kind of believe that art is meant to be judged and like, not maybe always negatively, because sometimes people think that word means like, oh, you're going to negatively judge something. But I mean, like, you create art for it to be consumed, right? Like, you create art to evoke feeling and things like that. And sometimes my feelings are, it's crap.
People literally just get to draw whatever they want. They can take it could be a 5-minute drawing. Especially if you're like a famous artist, and you can make that $100,000. It's literally just a circle.
Bestie,
and it's $100,000.
First of all, I don't know who you're talking about. It usually takes some level of skill, and I know you're not familiar with the concept of talent and skill, but usually people who are artists that are charging that much is because their art is that good and people are willing to pay. I'm not saying that there's not some situations that it's just like ludicrous how much people spend on art, but I'm just saying. And also, I don't know that this is $100,000 art that you got on your hands right now, just if we're being honest with each other, which, you know, I appreciate honesty over here on the Zachary Michael channel.
Like, art is just the weirdest concept when it comes to stuff like that, but then you can go into Target or Home Goods and see the most beautiful freaking piece of art, and it's only like $40.
That's like mass-produced and manufactured. Bestie, that's the thing. That's the thing. You don't understand capitalism, do you? Oh, Bestie, DM me. I would love to explain how capitalism works to you.
I don't know. I don't know much about art, especially really expensive art, so don't knock me. I don't know if they're using gold in the paint, gold in the pen. Diamonds do not come from.
Bestie doesn't have any idea.
Art is just very, very interesting.
Okay.
And yeah, but that's my version of art, folks. I have so much fun doing that, though.
You know, I would at least give you $10. I would give you $10 if you're looking to get in the business of selling. I'd give you $10. Why not?
Truly, truly.
Wow, thanks for watching. Thank you. No, thank you, Amberlynn. Thank you today for being here, for making this content, for bringing us together, for giving me something to transform. You know, some people don't understand my art either, Amberlynn, and what I do over here on the Zachary Michael channel is art. You know, if you feel me, you feel me. Okay, I honestly had so much fun today. The only thing that could have made it maybe a little bit more fun is less weight loss talk and maybe more mini brands. Honestly, I'm tempted to go just find somebody opening up mini brands on their channel and do a reaction to it, because I feel like I would have the time of my life, and I feel like y'all might also have the time of your life. So let me know if that might be something you'd be interested in. And I also just got the giggles all of a sudden. I like literally have to go work out with my trainer in about 25 minutes, so I need to get serious. I need to get serious so I can get pumped up. Ugh. Okay, wow. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video over here. Make sure to also leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media, including Twitch and also my gaming channel and also Cameo, and also get some merch and all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I had so much fun today, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!